Excellency, Ambassador, Professor Zuwaira Doreen Osazuwanoma Yusuf. Let me quickly start with due respect. I respect my Edo North people. I am not from Edo North. I want to clear something here. I'm only married to a military general who is a northerner, full-fledged northerner, not from Edo North. I am Ni Uswalele. My senior brother was the one that spoke yesterday. So I quickly want to use this medium to correct that. Waya Wesi. So what I want to quickly talk about here, my brother has been able to speak extensively on Ędo language yesterday. He did the historical overview and he also did all the analysis that we need to know about Ędo language. I am here to talk about Ędo language vowels, Ędo language diacritics, consonants, proverbs, syllables, and idiomatic expressions. Set aside the story. I wrote a book during the COVID. The title of that book is Unu Nozedo Keve Ebo Nozedo. Can you put it on? Unu Nozedo Keve Ebo Nozedo. I am going to be launching that book in Abara by November 10th. This is my cover page. I've posted it on YouTube and I've posted it on Facebook. So this book is going to give us a general overview on Edo vowels and diacritics. Diacritics especially. Without diacritics, you cannot read or spell Edo words. Let me start from Edo itself. Edo is spelled as E-D-O in the English version. But please, anytime, anywhere you are writing Edo as a name, remember to put diacritic. There is a diacritic at the bottom of the E. That diacritic allows you and I to pronounce the word Edo. So Edo vowels, we have 7 letters in Edo vowels. Technically there are 5, but because letter O and letter E appeared twice, that's why we now call Edo language as 7 vowels. So let me also give another example with diacritic or with letter E that appears twice in our vowel. Let me use Nekpe as an example before I will acknowledge her and acknowledge my father's first child that spoke throughout yesterday, Professor Uilawa Uswalele. He's my senior brother. I am not from Edo North. I only got Zuwaira by marriage. My husband is a core northerner from Kano and Kaduna, Zaria, precisely from ruling house in Zaria. So I'm an Edo woman to the core, and I've always projected Edo language in my state, in my province, Abara. Mr. Obaseki is my teammate, is my team player. I saw him speaking yesterday, and I saw my own mommy, Osebige Ero, and I will also acknowledge Mr. Obaze, who was a staff of Uniben and College of Education. He taught me Edo syllables and Edo morphemes. I was a lecturer in University of Benin for 10 years. I have worked with the school board here for 10 years. But currently, I am on leave of absence because I am an ambassador representing State of Byland in Canada. It's the 55th country in Africa. We are launching that State of Byland here soon. The Prime Minister and the President of State of Byland, they will be here to join me to launch the country. So let me go back to my book. I will use Nekpe as a sample for diacritic again. From now on, my sister Nekpe, Domo Domo, Lamo Gunlapo, Lavatwe, I want to let you know today that add diacritic to your names, please. Nekpe has 2 diacritics. The first letter E after the letter N has a diacritic. And then the E again after the P, letter P, has a diacritic. That way, I don't want somebody calling you Nikpe, or what. But when they see the diacritic at the bottom, they will know that your name is Nekpe. Okay, so you see what I mean? You see what I mean? So please, and if your neighbor TV was coined out of your name, the way I coined my name as Zudos African Label, that is my Instagram name, is my business name, is my foundation name. I have 2 businesses in Nigeria, that is Zudos Nigeria Limited. My ZU is from Osazuwa Nova. I don't bear Osazuwa anymore. When I started doing research work on Ędo language, I read Ędo English. And I have a PhD in policy analysis. But it doesn't stop me from acknowledging my mother tongue. I know English is our lingua franca. I decided to speak English because I know this is a global thing. I can speak Ędo fluently. I can write it. I can do all sorts. I've been teaching Ędo language online, on Instagram, on Twitter, on YouTube, and what have you. I have also taught Ędo language in collaboration with a professor here in University of Abara. The wife of the vice president of Ędo community here introduced me. I was not interviewed, just nothing. I just sent my video and the woman took me on. 2019, I was a co-professor, assisting a professor, a white woman, a Canadian, to teach Ędo language here in Abara. I have also taught Ędo language for a whole year in Toronto, Ontario. Online though, I acknowledge Monsieur Osai. She's the one that introduced me. She spoke earlier on. She introduced me to the Yoruba lady who asked me to teach Ędo language online. And I've been doing this since last year. I think it's called CNP Language Center. She has started her own school now. I have been teaching Ędo language online for 1 year in Toronto, Ontario, as a volunteer, no salary. And I told her I don't need salary. I want to project my culture. I want to project my language. Like I said, English is our lingua franca. So I was forced to communicate in English, but I want to switch to Ędo. Please give me extra minutes. Ędo nuzomo. Ędo no baye. I will not use the word, that phrase the woman used. Benin people always use it at the end of the day. So I won't use it yet. I won't use that phrase yet. So I talked about Ędo vowels. I said Ędo vowels are 7 in number. Technically they are 5, but it's 7 because letter O and letter E appear twice. I have made an example with Nekpe. I also make example with my father's name, Uswalele. My proud father, a renowned educationist, Richard Asenogwan Uswalele, is my father's first son that spoke extensively on Ędo language yesterday. I'm so proud of him. And I also want to say that Uswalele is spelled with 2 diacritics. The L-E-L-E. Please, always put a diacritic at the bottom. I don't want a situation where they see my brother's child. He is even an half-caste. You know what I mean? He's light skin. And when the friends are calling, they say, "Hi, Kevin, you swalele." I don't like that. Yeah. Hi, Kevin, you swalele. Hi, Kevin, you swalele. And I stopped Kevin. Kevin is Adebisi's first son. Adebisi Osagioduwa Uswalele. That's my brother's name. And the son is bearing Kevin Uswalele. I felt very bad. I go to my friend's house, they are calling their children. If what's that? It's Ivie when Yoja. I have proven to the place where I married from the north. When we have occasion, I wear okuku. I put beads in my hands, I put beads in my legs. Anytime we have function there, I project my culture. Anytime we are having a Ędo community party in Edmeeting, ask anyone. I am the woman who started wearing okuku to the party. Sorry, I left my okuku in Nigeria. That's why I'm wearing beads on weave on. It's totally unacceptable. When I'm going to party, I wear my okuku. When I went to House of Commons 12 years ago to present papers in collaboration with 10 women from Nigeria, I didn't have the awareness I have today. I didn't know the beauty of Ędo language. I didn't know the beauty of Ędo culture until I came out of Ędo. But I remain grateful Because Edo gave me the platform I'm standing upon today. Edo gave me whatever excellence I have today. So I remain grateful to my... In fact, I'm collecting a UN award again in Dubai this year, and I'm going to be speaking. I'm wearing a kuku. I'm wearing red and red. I will even carry a gun and a zuzu. I will carry native chalk. I will carry Igbigo, everything, and go and collect my award. It doesn't take anything from me. It doesn't stop me from being what I am today. I want to use this medium to thank Nekpe. I can't thank you enough. I spoke with you a few days ago. I spoke with my mommy and Abiomo Ogbewi. Wayawese wa domo domo wakada wa waregwe wa bi total. I am so proud of where I am from. I am so proud. I have Edo names in my children's international passports. They have their Hausa names. They have their Edo names. I have my first daughter. Her name is Omo Sefi, with 4 diacritics. So that brings us to the letter O vowel that has 2 O's in our vowel. That vowel, there is O that does not have diacritic, and there is an O that has diacritic. The first letter O is when you say Osazuwa. Osazuwa, no ma. Osazuwa, the first letter O does not have diacritic. Whereas, when I say Omodame, that's the name of my immediate senior sister, Pastor Odidi's wife. Her name is Omodame. Omodame means the letter O has a diacritic. So once we teach our children the diacritic part of Ędo language, pronunciation will not be a problem to them at all. And they're going to know that the voice we have has helped us to streamline our pronunciation and the spoken words. I wrote a part of it. I'm going to start a lecture series on Ędo language on Facebook and Instagram, again, YouTube. Go to my YouTube, Zudos African label. The Zudos, the ZU is from Osazuwanoma. It's God that chooses greatness. No human being can give you what you have today. Wherever you are, whatever you have achieved in life, whatever you are yet to achieve, it is God that gave it to you. That is my name. Osa Ozuwanoma. When you hear people be OZ, Sazuwa, they will remove the O. No! Osazuwa Omede is my namesake, my brother in London. I saw his photograph at the, wherever, where you were advertising. Osazuwanoma. From today go, if your name is Osazuwa, change it to Osazuwanoma. It is the no that has diacritic. The O after the no is the one that has diacritic. So now I've given a very close example on Osazuwa and Omodame. Osazuwa, the letter O does not have diacritic. So anywhere you see letter O without diacritic, just go straight and use the English version of the vowel to say Osazuwanoma. And again, that Osazuwanoma, that's where I acknowledge Mr. Obaze, who is also a father-in-law to Professor Uyilawa Uswalele. Professor Obaze taught me Edo syllables. He taught me Edo morphemes. I'm sure a lot of us are shocked. You don't know we have Edo consonants, Edo vowels, Edo diacritics? Yes, we have it. And Edo language is the only language that has 2 letters as consonants. The English version, consonant H, S, and whatever, Edo does not have single consonants. We have 8 consonants in Edo. All those B, they are all consonants. GB is a consonant. GB is a consonant. KP is a consonant. Okay? RH is a consonant. So when I made an example with the 2 vowels, I just decided to teach those 2 vowels because it's a bit tricky. The children will ask me, oh, Mom, how come we have 2 O's? How come we have 2 E's? And I tell them, look, that 2 E's, remember that the E without diacritic is pronounced as letter A. When we say R, B, D, A, F, G, our R is letter E in English without diacritic. That E without diacritic is when you say Erabo. Erabo. Meanwhile, when you want to use the E that have diacritic, you say Edo, Ekwase, Egbe. Okay, let me use one very strong word. I put it on Facebook, on my page. My name on Facebook is Dorin Zuara Yusuf. I will be forced to talk to Facebook. So please add Osazuano Ni Uswalele to my name. Okay? So now I wrote there 2 words I used to explain letter E with diacritics critically. I wrote Egbe and I wrote Egbe. Egbe means body. Egbe means body. Do you know the 2 letter E's in Egbe as in E-G-B-E? There is no diacritic. Okay? No single diacritic there. Meanwhile, Egbe is spelled the same E-G-B-A. The E-G-B-E for Egbe means family, right? Egbe is family. So if I don't use English to do the analysis, my children and children we are raising in diaspora, they will never know where we are going. They will be lost completely. So for me to teach Edo voice, I'll have to teach English voice. I have to teach Edo consonant along with the English consonants. So now let's go back to the Egbe. Sorry, I've forgotten I'm not in the lecture hall. That's Egbe that has 2 diacritics. Okay. So please, I will continue this lecture online. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Domo. Let me round up. Oh, we must say about talk before we round up anywhere we are speaking. You don't say it in between. You don't say it at the beginning, but you say it at the end of your speech. So I appreciate Nekpe. I appreciate my brother. I appreciate our Biomo sister Brefa of Hotel the Jordan. Everybody that has contributed to this huge global event. I appreciate you all. And I want to quickly do a song. Bomo pame egwawese, bomo pame egwawese, bomo pame egwawese. Oba atokpe. Wadomo. Thank you very much. Wawese. Eteme is plural. Eteme is plural. Oteme is singular. Wawese. I'm so proud. Wawese. Domo. Okay. Domo.